Nonconformity company, day 71, welcome. Don't really know what to talk about today. Template's going good, morning work session's going good. I'm going to get 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening to really pump up the hours and get this rolling. So that'd be 4 hours a day, 7 days a week, unless I don't feel like it. But I like the idea of programming 7 days a week, and then if I don't feel like working on a particular day, take that off, go with the vibe of the day. A bit like today, I don't really feel like doing a video, I don't really feel like working, I don't really feel like doing anything, which is the whole idea of setting this kind of lifestyle up. Been finalising the intentions and getting that all set up. I suppose the main news, the templates are nearly done, and I'm going to start, like I said with these videos, I was a bit guilty of poo-pooing the lack of numbers, no views on many of the videos still, not even one view on a lot of them. Which, yeah, there's a part of me that's really disappointing, but I know that I need to just keep going until this thing takes off. But I need the shops open online for it to be able to take off. There's so much that's being done. It's sometimes hard to quantify or know where you're at or where you've come from. But I suppose it's quite good documenting it like this, so I can go back and see the history in a while, at a time. The main thing is we've kept with the videos. We're on day 71. So it's funny, the vibe of myself is very different from video to video, from day to day. And that's why I like working for myself, because working 9 to 5, 5 days a week, you're being forced to be on to do something maybe that you're just not really psyched up for half the time, most of the time, some of the time. But I love business and I love working for myself, and I'm going to start teaching. There's some people around me. I can do all of this for this business. I can do the finances, I can do the accounts, I can do the marketing, I can do the sales, I can do the websites, I can do all the operations, the processes, the technical stuff, the software, the ideas, the creativity. Graphics, not so strong at, but I have done the branding for Nonconformity company and just kept it really simple, so I can type out the logo. I like it. But I'm not saying I have all the skills, because I don't. And I'm not an expert in any one of those. Well, in some, of course, in some, but the marketing, for example, I know how to do a lot of things, but a lot of things are always changing. So the next stage for Nonconformity company, I have got somebody who's good at accounts, who's willing to help me out. I've got somebody who's good at operations, graphics, and many other things, that's willing to help me out. So with doing the intentions on the LifeMaster software system, I've got my work space, the space for the work, which is Nonconformity company, all of the sub brands, LifeMaster. So what I'm going to start to do, because they're willing to get on board now at the early phase and help out, and we'll record the hours and remunerate them at a later date, I'm going to start treating this company and operating it with the outsourcing and team building and automations as if we are taking £1 million a year. I'm going to start how I mean to go on, even though we're not ready yet. I'm going to start setting it up like that and build the foundations for this to grow into a huge company taking millions of pounds. And we'll have people helping and experts in all of those areas. I've got my team of outsourcing experts, Shabdam in India for spreadsheets, Francis in the Philippines for coding, Harry Baba for websites. So I've got those people to call on as well. But I like the idea of building a team of people that aren't necessarily working a 9 to 5, but they have certain responsibilities and they're paid accordingly, because I want them to have a free life as well, to be able to do other things, other projects, other work. So I want to thread the culture through to for the team, and not have a headquarters, not have long working hours, but have certain tasks that are given out and divided, and then we say, right, you're responsible for those 4 hours a week, X amount for that. And then there's no confusion, there's no real management. Once the process and the work and the training is done and put into the system, it runs on autopilot. That's going to allow me to start doing more and more and growing and building Nonconformity company. So yeah, that's the news really, just from a few chats. I've got some meetings next week where 2 people to come on board and start helping with that. And I like the idea of building a big team. I think it's really with the whole vision of Nonconformity Company, with buying some land and community living. I've got the domain noncoin, nonco.in, which is for non-coin. It's an Indian domain. It's a domain hack, so it's non-coin. There's no .com because it's .in. If you don't know what a domain hack is, look it up. But that's a domain hack. It's a nifty little domain. And the idea of that was to build some technology, an exchange of energy currency, where it might be good for the land and also for the workers, maybe. It depends how it's structured. But that's another idea. Probably shouldn't have brought it up. I've got the domain anyway. It doesn't matter. Not sure what to do with that there. It's like a figment of an idea. So yeah, we're going to start outsourcing. We're going to start, well, the automation's already begun. But for example, I'm making this video, I'll then review it and then publish it to YouTube. It doesn't take very long to review because I'm not even editing them these days. Not that I did much editing anyway. And yeah, I've been manually then going to, for example, the AI publishing software, and that process doesn't take too long because the software's doing it, but I still have to go to YouTube, get the link, put it in, look at the videos, click the buttons to publish it to the social channels. So if I've got somebody doing that, that's going to be saving me a couple of hours a week. And it just means I can keep expanding the company and not having to work harder. I think the one thing, something when people are starting a company and it starts to grow, things can start to go out of control and you might need to give more time and more energy. I want to do it where I don't want to, work more than 3-4 hours a day. I'm willing to work a bit more to get it going, and I have been. But yeah, I don't want to, like, things are going to take off, but then I don't want to be doing 10-hour days. So if I set it up this way now, with my outsourcing automation working team set up like this in a network of people where I'm not reliant on any one person, which is also something that when you're starting a company, when it's just you, it's just you, then you might bring in one person. So if that one person goes, all of the training, everything that you're going, what people bring, they bring somebody in, then they put them to the capacity and then bring somebody else into capacity. I want to do it where I start bringing in loads of people and just give them little bits, and then go from there. So I'm not then reliant, all my eggs aren't just in one or two people. If one of those goes, it's like, oh my God, I've got to find somebody, they're responsible for these 15 things, and it's more work. So this way, if everybody's doing 2 or 3 tasks, if somebody doesn't work out or is not performing, and I've got like 20 other people, I can easily then get those tasks. I can do them because I know and I've passed them down, and then I can pass them on to somebody else. And then you can have people working in tandem. So if somebody's away, you've got like 2 or 3 people responsible for certain tasks or certain areas. So the first person could step in and do them. And then if not, you've got backup. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We'll talk more about it as the videos go on, but the templates are nearly there. It's August the 10th. We've got about 20 days till the end of the month to get 24 websites polished, content, payment processes work, community, etc. So quite a bit of work, but the 2-hour work session in the morning is working out really well. So I can do that in the evening. So that's it. We'll see you another time.